Hi, this is Janice with Grounded by the Farm, and this fall I had a chance to go out to Arbogast Farms in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And my good friend Lauren and her family decided to hold a harvest festival. It was really small, just for the community, and hopefully next year it gets bigger because I gotta say, they've got a lot going on. They recently opened their own meat store on their farm. It's called 5A Meats, and it's Lauren's kids, nieces, nephews. They're the ones that really wanted to do this, and of course that meant one of the foods they had that was really yummy were the burgers that Lauren's husband, her brother-in-law, and some of them were cooking up. I'm gonna tell you, they were really good. All kinds of things to go along with it, so you could get whatever it is, chips, drinks, all those kind of things. But then if you wanted dessert, you hit up the 4-H kids, and they had these apple dumplings. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, they were awesome. All homemade, homegrown things. We had birdhouses and plants and chocolate chess pie like my grandmom used to make. You had pumpkins and gourds straight from the farm that had grown them. And I loved the pumpkins that they then put succulents down in, and I'm going to remember that next year. Also had candles, soaps, all kinds of things. And I talked to one of the folks that were there.
I think it's wonderful that 5A is doing this because I think it brings the community together. The community together, and there is awesome food, and I'll go anywhere for awesome food and great people, and for a good cause. I think it's marvelous.
Yeah. And you're local here?
I am. I taught with Lauren at a couple of different schools, so yeah.
Okay, so next year more people ought to come from Harrisonburg or a little bit further out.
So I made my own little commercial this morning on social media, and I thought, I wish I'd put it out there earlier, because I think people with the kids are always looking for something to do, and I think it's great. So
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So do you get to help grow the flowers?
I mean, I help pick sometimes, but not normally.
Yeah.
Like, I'll plant our garden, but like not the flowers, because she's better at doing it than me.
But it's your family's, right?
Yes.
I went to a flower school.
You went to flower school?
Yeah, so it's called Florette. Her name's Erin Benzakine. She is out of Washington State. And so I didn't get to go there. She used to offer it there, but with COVID and everything, she did it online. It's like a 6-week course. Actually, this is her book. I just
Look. Oh my gosh, that is like the total social media.
Yep.
That's
And
great.
she signed it for me. Like, I love her.
So you've always loved flowers?
Always love flowers. We've had flowers in our garden.
Yeah.
Ever since I was little. We collect seed from our zinnias year after year, and so the love for that just kind of grew, and I slowly added more and more flowers in, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sell them and let everyone else enjoy them.
Yeah. So you get to enjoy them until they're like budding. And then you have to start cutting them.
Yes. Yes.
So besides selling them at a market like this, where else have you been able to sell them this year? Because it's hard to get that business rolling, right? Like,
Absolutely.
you have to have the flowers to get a spot to sell them.
Yes, but social media has been great. Whenever I have a bunch, I just go online and I'm like, offer a pop-up sale, and everybody just kind of tells me, and I'll meet you wherever. I work at the hospital, so a lot of my clientele's from the hospital. I'll take flowers there.
Yeah.
Just word of mouth mostly.
Yeah. So you have zinnias, dahlias.
Dahlias, gruesome amaranth. We have cosmos. I just planted 30 different irises. I've been dabbling with some tulips, but we grow them as an annual apparently in flower farming, so that's kind of new. What else do we have? We have tons of snapdragons, sunflowers, just lots of annuals.
You're loud, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Just told her she's let the goat pick up crumbs off of him.
Oh God. Good luck with that.
I'd probably lose his clothes too.
A big hit on the day was being able to take hay rides by pulling a tractor and going through the pasture. Lauren answered questions, talked a little bit more, and let people meet their meat, see some of the cattle they raise, and talked all about it.
We're just going to take a quick trip through the pastures and we can talk a little bit about meat production, which is
It was Connor.
meat
It was
here
not
in
me.
the store. Rains away.
What?
Would you like to guide the tour? Okay. The meat here in the store comes directly here from our farm. It's born here, it's raised here, it's finished here. So, I will warn you, it's a little bumpy in the pastures. Yeah. One of the cool things about cattle is that they are very much habit. They go back and forth to water, especially. A lot of times in the same trail. So, like, if you look up there, we're going to go across one in a minute. It's a cattle trail. So, they literally, same path, back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be super slow.
Don't be good.
He's up there.
It's pretty much down right now.
Takes us right through the gate.
The pastures make hay all summer, and so the cattle will get the hay from the main, and they'll like
So obviously it was a little hard to hear in the back with the wind and people. The cattle were right there. We were going right through the pasture. We were able to see sort of some of their routines and the way they normally do things. Lauren was making sure she pointed out all the things we might like to see, like where the cattle go for water, how they'll do things to feed them once winter came, which has been since I got there. They've gotten snow and everything. But at the time I was there, it was a gorgeous fall day. Loved it. Had a great time bouncing around, and as you can see, all the kids were having a fantastic time. Lauren took time throughout this to kind of point out different things that we may not be familiar with or we may not know about, even some of the geography of where homes were versus where the cattle were versus where some of the chicken houses were and things along that line.
Any questions? Back there.
I think I got it. I really appreciated that she took time to point out some of the environmental stewardship things. Like they tried to keep something on the ground growing throughout the year for environmental reasons.
You can see the rye growing right now. It was kind of pulled down because somebody else. Triangle here. Yeah, but.
Like a whole cow, like yours.
We do. Yes, actually, our October beef that went as 2 halves, so 2 families got for half was $1,900, and that includes everything from the cow to the processing to the transport, everything, and it is processed under USDA inspection.
Okay.
And you get to choose exactly exactly what you want. So, like a cut sheet, you can say, I want my steaks this thick, I want my roast this size, and everything.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep. I see you. This is Janice.
For those of you who found us on a video channel or social media, you may want to check out our podcast, Grounded by the Farm. It should be in your favorite app, but if not, go ahead and look at our website, groundedbythefarm.com. It includes the podcast, includes videos like this, and many other things that come as we look at these food conversations with farmers.